How do social planning policies and social sustainability impact the risk of radicalisation, and what can be done to limit the threat of radicalisation in Sydney? Appropriate planning policies that address radicalisation can minimise the risk by developing the framework for a socially sustainable Sydney, where radicalisation is an issue that stems from social problems. The case study city is Stockholm, Sweden. It currently has the second highest number of foreign fighters per million capita of Europe, with 32 per million, totaling 250 to 300. In comparison, Australia has 13 per million capita, with an estimated number of at least 100. Both Stockholm and Sydney have experienced a terror threat of an ideological nature. Both have a reputation for tolerance, although this attitude seems to be eroding with the threat of radicalisation and, in particular, Islamic extremism. The general strategies that the Swedish government has set out to address radicalisation have been adopted by groups in Stockholm, primarily in the prevention area. There are no programs that specifically address the issue of radicalisation, but rather at broader social issues of social sustainability, including preventive destructive behaviours and extremism, crime and civil unrest, to promote social sustainability as a way to minimise the risk of radicalisation. These solutions are mainly focused on the prevention of socially unsustainable behaviour through providing support networks and outreach programs to vulnerable individuals and groups, and the rehabilitation of returning foreign fighters. Strategies used to tackle the problem of radicalisation look at its root causes of push and pull factors. Prevention means local authorities need to control some of these factors to minimise their impact on individuals' risk. Solutions at the local level involve reducing push factors like isolation and discrimination by providing support networks where there previously have been none, or engaging existing ones and improving their services to counter the issue at hand. There is also collaboration between schools, social services and the police. This encompasses programs that target the youth, such as Safe Intensta, Youth Prevention Rinkaby Kista and the Tolerance Project. These youth programs aim to provide support that enable better social coping tools so that they don't need to turn to radical groups. Clients hope to leave the program with a more positive social outlook. Rehabilitation programs such as Exit, originally targeting those who want to leave neo-Nazi groups, are now being used to help counter radicalisation. This program focuses on the emotional and social causes of joining these groups rather than the ideology, providing a gateway out through shared experiences with an Exit staff member who likely was also an ex-neo-Nazi. The Tolerance program showed a decrease in the number of neo-Nazi groups and informal gangs in the area the program was implemented, while Exit is seen as an enemy of white supremacy groups, indicating its success, with many able to leave the radical group. Unfortunately, there are reports that radicalisation is on the rise in Sweden, where social workers are working with increasing numbers of people at risk. This could be pinpointed at several factors: that specialist programs are required and current thinking needs to be adjusted, or that broader social problems could be contributing factors to radicalisation and are not being addressed on a national scale. Part of the successful strategies of the programs in Stockholm is how the support encompasses all aspects of an individual's life by engaging social and youth workers, as well as teachers, parents and community leaders, to be able to provide the support needed to turn lives around. When they no longer feel disenfranchised and marginalised, the effects of some of the pull factors of radicalisation are decreased. The programs have a common theme of the importance of positive support structures from family and friends, but also from society itself. The message of tolerance does not end when the programs close for the day, but is woven into their society's fabric. The underlying social fabric is one that promotes social sustainability, which underpins the messages and environments that enable the social planning policies to function at their best capacity, given our current understanding of radicalisation.